Alright, hey Chubo. Get some Spelljammer started in a minute here. I actually took a while to fix some of the bugs I encountered last time I tried to stream this, where it was crashing every time we entered combat, and we're having some problems with like infinite spells on spellcasters, stuff like that. I kind of narrowed that down, that if you set a spellcaster to quick combat, they'll continue to try to cast spells indefinitely, even if they don't have any. They'll successfully cast the spells, but then it'll cause an underrun in memory, which breaks them next time you actually enter combat with them. So that should be fixed. I also did some memory editing and fixed the officer levels, which your officers don't gain any experience from combat, and I don't know where they gain the tiny trickle of experience they do, but they don't get the correct experience, so they stay level 5 for the entire game. And when your late game encounters consist of 58 Umber Hulks, it gets a little difficult to play without experience. So I went in and fixed that, gave them the appropriate amount of experience, and should be ready to go. I have a job here that I picked up right before this save, which is a representative of the local government approaches you with a strange and sinister tale. It seems that a few months ago, a group of adventurers exploring a cave stumbled upon a long-lost Spelljammer ship that was in near mint condition. Unknown to them, what had preserved it all this time was the spirit of a powerful undead creature. When they climbed aboard the ship, the undead spirit possessed their minds and turned them into undead. Now this ghost ship has taken to the skies again, manned by its undead crew, and destroys every ship it runs into. If you can destroy this menace to space travelers, you'll be given 6,350 for your efforts. It was last sighted in the vicinity of Anadia. You'll be paid 6,350 GP upon completion of this mission at Waterdeep on Turl. So we're gonna go hunt down that undead ghost ship and see what we get for it. Hopefully it'll be a good ship, and we can actually steal the ship as well. These undead ghost ship missions usually have pretty hefty ships available as opponents. So we'll see what happens. I don't know, asteroid field ahead. So I'm leaving it on regular speed while we travel so that when we get into combat we won't be like immediately attacked. This is a very stable, well-made game with no issues at all. Right. Yep, we're going to Anadia. That's what that big orange ball is there. Or not. I should fire my navigator. So at this point, we basically just want to kind of wander around this area and try to get the ship to spawn. If we get to Anadia, that'll be a bonus. But really what we want is Alright, we're right at Anadia. So there's the planet. So if we get here, we can either try to pick up some cargo, or we can try to pick up some additional crew if it'll let us. We need to pay our taxes every time. I do want to see if they have a particular ship. I'm looking for a specific ship. There's 2 ships in the game that are much larger than the one I currently have. I'm looking to pick those up if I can find them. A giant space monster lives on the sun that eats spelljamming ships whole if you come too close to its home. no recruits, and nothing else to do here. Although we should heal everyone, because it tells you that it's healed you in between battles, but it doesn't. It asks you exactly how many hit points you want to heal from the temple. They're real penny pinchers. Yes, and for $100 you can start every combat blessed until you... I think it's for one combat, or it's for until you dock again. Basically, we want to just wander around here and look for this undead ship. We can actually kind of navigate back towards Toril, because it's usually the space in between where we might find the ship. Glad to be back to Spelljammer. I was a little worried I wouldn't be able to complete it if that bug persisted, but we got it sorted out, and we're ready to take on many Umber Hulks. It should be fun. If we manage to make it all the way back to Toril without encountering this ship, this mission might have become bugged. So we'll go back and forth a couple times, and then if it doesn't trigger, we'll go back and we'll get a new job. Hey, what's up, Macaw? More Spelljammer. Fun times. We're currently looking for a undead ghost ship to destroy because it's causing problems. But it doesn't seem to want to cause problems for us, so we might just take a new mission soon. Yeah. If this doesn't work, we're gonna go back to Toril. We're gonna go at full speed. Warp 9. Oh, we found it. I kind of knew if I cranked the speed up, it would of course spawn this ship. What ship is that? I think that's a mind spider. A haunted, an evil undead ghost ship, which is also a Neogi ship. So I hope it doesn't have 50 Umber Hulks on it. We'll find out. Alright, what do we got? We've got mummies. Oh, they hit Berserker. Okay, what do we got? We've got mummies, specters. That's a lot of mummies. So this is kind of a nuts encounter for your regular Dungeons & Dragons stuff. Sound like sound effects are off this time, but it's actually it's a result of the switch to General MIDI to Roland MIDI, I should say, which makes the music significantly louder and the sound effects are super quiet, and I don't think I can correct that. But here we're showing off we show off why we pick the the mage as the starter character. Can't cast spells after taking damage. Oh, if they stack up in that doorway. Oh, I hope, did all these guys move already? So we're gonna unquick these guys. We're gonna make this mage wait. Waiting started working again, also, which I'm really confused about. All right, clerics, turn that undead. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be great. What? Did that... Okay, it didn't kill my mage, but my ranger... Oh, hey, thanks for the host, Chupo. Awesome. The ranger just took an extra turn and threw a javelin of lightning into the mummy, which ricocheted and hit my mage. I'm happy about the extra turn, but good lord, like, what's going on here? Let's get our paladin in the doorway there, because he's immune to disease, which is great against these mummies. I don't even know if mummies cause disease in this. What am I talking about? They might not do anything. Also, oh, one of the undead. I don't see this in the combat log. I'm not catching it when it happens. But one of the undead, the like bigger undead creatures, is causing, it's resurrecting these lesser undead every round. So I don't know which undead does that. I'm not familiar enough with mummies or specters. It's super annoying when it happens, because it's just it eats up the turns of the crewmen. Although I guess the crewmen can't do much against these higher level undead because they need magic weapons, and you can never give magic weapons to your crew, which is unfortunate. I'd like to see that as a mechanic where you can no effect. My cleric can't turn this mummy, and my paladin is hitting for 1 damage. All right. Oh no, wait! It killed it. It just didn't give me the kill prompt like it usually does. Do we have? Okay, yeah. Mummy inspector. So. You'll notice I've given Berserker the canon ability of invisibility 10-foot radius. I probably will never use it because it's not nearly as useful in this game as it is in... Oh no! No! Killed! Fuck. Not like... Wait, it's not... They're not dead. They're not dead, they're just knocked out. Could salvage this. See, those guys are back now. Oh no, they're dead this turn. Okay. So we can't quit in the middle of combat. We have to finish the combat. We have to win, and then we can load our game safely. If we lose, we have to quit the game entirely, start a new character, and then we can safely load our game. Otherwise, characters will remain dead. Magic missile should finish this off pretty quickly. Or we could get lucky on this turn roll. Nope. Okay, killed the... guard with a character who has a ranged weapon, they'll quick act on the next turn, even if it's not appropriate. That guy shot a sling on his guarding turn when the enemy appeared. Very confusing. But we're done. I thought we were done. I guess we've got more automatically regenerating undead to deal with. Park a guy on where those undead are supposed to appear. Maybe it'll prevent them appearing. Nope! Well, that might be a bug with turn undead, I guess, because it just says you destroy the undead and then they appear. They appear the next turn anyway? So it acts like a one-turn stun. Mummy who was guarding attacks? Okay, it's done. Okay. So we'll have to redo that encounter. Because we lost a crew member that's extremely difficult to replace. Because you have to re-edit their experience every time. So yeah, this game definitely does not know how to play Dungeons and Dragons. It's kind of absurd. Like, the dead characters, when a character dies, they're just permanently deleted from your roster. But you have the option to raise dead at a temple, which doesn't make any sense because you never can. It's not possible. Maybe if your main character dies, but I think if your main character dies, it might be game over. I've never had my main character die and, like, won the battle that was happening, so I haven't been able to really test that. It's a hard scenario to kind of to test. Alright. Take me to Anadia. This is real confused about where this planet is. It really wants to go. Thinks we reached our destination. Oh, right. I need to go to Anadia so that I can heal and bless. That's what I needed to do. It's super fast music, so the menus will go a little faster than usual. It's actually increasing the cycles in TOSBox doesn't actually increase the speed of the game's menu system or anything like that. It's frame rate locked to a really slow pace, so it's kind of tough if you play it at normal speed only. So we needed to travel back and forth a couple of times to get that ship to spawn, so let's do that. We'll do that on fast speed, though. Let's get that ship back. Not certain. Its own superior Dungeons and Dragons. Turning undead is a one-round stun. That was nice. That's it. They're in a mind spider, which, if we can take over that ship, it's actually better than the ship we currently have. Let's try one flight at normal speed. Although it's... There we go. There we go. Off the port stern. There it is. One of the things I actually like about this is the log when you encounter an enemy. It's actually pretty useful. It tells you what direction to look, and it's like in character, I guess, in universe. All right, what do we got this time? We've got 5 wraiths. I'm pretty sure wraiths do level drain. So we might get screwed there. We got one of our dudes like stuffed behind some other stuff there. All right, let's try to get rid of these wraiths first. And hopefully not hit ourselves with magic missile again, or lightning bolt again. Get get? We got almost all of them. Magic missile. Alright, we got all the wraiths off the front line. And then there's mummies here. Mummies we can deal with. I think they just cause disease or something. We want to get this guy out of here so we have space for the paladin to get out. Oh man, look at that! So many high-level undead in there. And we can't ricochet a lightning bolt in there because it'll bounce around in the wrong way. Let's have you. Oh, we can't wait yet. So let's use magic missile on this wraith. The other worrying thing is that the level drain repair costs seem to be a little wonky, because I've never had it. It's always told me that I can't afford the restoration from level drain. Oh shit. Oh no, it ends your turn if you try to turn and then you cancel it. There's no cancel. There's only forfeit turn. Okay. 2 undead are gone. This guy needs to move out of here. You can turn that undead. Mummy and a wraith. Let's kill that wraith. And then what can we do here? If we use a lightning bolt from up here, it won't go through the door. It'll actually bounce off and hit the people here. If we use a lightning bolt straight through the door, we'll probably hit ourselves again. Maybe if I move this guy over here. Oh, this guy doesn't have any. Guy doesn't have any lightning bolts left. Girl. They're all girls. All girl magic user squad. Alright, that should... Yeah, that'll take care of some of those wraiths. Then let's funnel them out here. I think... Oh, no, the crew's gonna go in and just get fucked. They're gonna get so fucked. Do you have lightning bolts? Yes, but we're going to use magic missiles first on that guy. I don't think these crew can hit the... I don't think the crew can hit the wraiths at all. They're just cannon fodder. They're just going in to die. We're going to control them. Oh, no line of sight through the doorway. That is unfortunate. Can I view this guy? No, I don't have line of sight to anyone. Alright. Oh, there's the magic reappearing zombies. Also, looking at the way this behaves, it looks like this is based on an actual, like an early version of the Gold Box engine, no less. Possibly the one used in Pool of Radiance, because it doesn't have the automatic attack movement order. It does something else with it, and the attack movement stuff was introduced in... What is going on under that zombie? There's something weird in that square. But yeah, the attack move automation was introduced in the Curse of the Azure Bonds, I think. You can't turn someone on or off quick combat unless you can see them, and you can't see through doorways. killing our crew underneath this zombie we've got there. But, that's gonna be certain death if I use lightning bolt. No, dude, get out of the doorway. Alright, so this should be good enough to get a firing line in here. This guy can turn it. No, he's not high enough level to turn that undead. That's one thing they actually got right, surprisingly. It's like the level turning paladin's ability to turn undead in the first place. Some decently managed stuff. But we just need to get through this losing nothing but crew, because crew are faceless people that we can just replace from any bar on any planet, anywhere. Line of sight. That's very strange. Alright. Now we can start filtering our magic users in, our officers, and actually kill this thing. Zombie. I think we're done. I think this is it. I think we're... This one crew member is kind of wandering around. I want to stand in that room. Ah, excellent. We did it! Hooray! We're gonna loot the ship. They have a mind spider. We're gonna take their mind spider. So then it, confusingly, it switches which helm you have because you get onto the new ship. Life jammers are really powerful, but they're the problem with them is they will kill your crew member very quickly because they drain hit points instead of magic. So we're gonna replace our life jammer with the minor helm. We're gonna take all that stuff, but there's a bug with ship weapons that you can only have one of each weapon, basically. It only counts one of each. We found significantly less gold than the last time, which is unfortunate, but we don't really need to worry about that. The thing we do need to worry about is where we are and where our ship is, because you can very frequently switch ships, and then you will immediately crash into your previous ship and become deadlocked in space, and you have to reload the game at that point. It's an excellent system. It's got the Russian difficulty options. Just random soft locks and progression breaks in order to increase the enjoyment of the game. So we're gonna head back to Toril. We don't need to wait for this super slow sequence. We can get there fast. And then we're gonna replenish our air. We had like very, very bad air because the undead don't use air. So their ship had poor air quality, which is a great detail, and I wish they put that level of detail into anything else in the game, except like undead air usage. But we completed our mission. We're here at Toril. We need to do something really important, which is we need to memorize our spells again. In leveling up the mages, we ended up getting more different, larger variety of spells. Berserker somehow lost invisibility 10-foot radius. I'm not sure how. Oh, Berserker got level drained somehow. Well, that'll be a good opportunity to see if we can fix level drain. If we can't, I will fix it manually. That'll be Jasmine Blossom is our pilot, and can't keep spells in memory because she constantly gets drained by spell jamming. There's an identify spell here, but it doesn't do anything. You can't use it. That's an excellent feature. You get random spells when you level up, so I ended up getting remove curse for one of my mages. And I got, what else did I get? I got something for confusion. Confusion might actually be useful if we encounter humanoid enemies at any point from this part out, but most of the plot-related enemies will be Umber Hulks, Neogi. Oh, we got Bestow Curse as well, which is and has always been a useless spell in Gold Box games and in games in general, or the computer games in which it appears in general. Those people can't cast spells, so we're gonna come here. We're gonna save it again on Jank 6. Now that we've done our spells. Oh, we got it! We got it! Yes! Alright. Hello, Captain. My name is Count Eldakar. The governments of Waterdeep, Hista, and Umbergard are concerned by the increasing number of Neo Geos entering the sphere. Normally, the Neo Geo are not a serious threat since they have a tendency to fight amongst themselves, but lately they seem to have formed a truce. Worse, it seems that they have created a large mobile base ship called the Sumatra, and are using it as a central headquarters. Every time the Navy patrol ship spots the base, it's gone by the time any forces arrive. We are looking for someone who will find out the location of this base, get past its defenses, and destroy it. In exchange, my superiors are prepared to pay you the sum of 100,000 pieces of gold and a major spelljamming helm. This guy does have a rad outfit. He's probably naked under that cloak. So that's our first story mission. We need to find the mobile Neo Geo base and destroy it. And I have no idea how we do that. So we'll find out. So that's it. We're done with that. We can go pay our taxes, collect our reward, and then we can see if we can restore lost levels to Berserker. 70,000 gold! 70,000 gold to restore lost levels. This is a good game. So, and then we need to heal everyone, because using the heal ability on the ship... Oh no, wait. Restoring the lost levels left us with... Okay, everyone's not injured for some reason. That's unusual. Usually people remain injured. So Berserker is level 7 again. It looks like it unequipped my weapon for some reason. We can study our spells again, which is Fire Shield. Fire Shield might be super useful, except Berserker has very low HP, so getting hit is deadly to Berserker. So, okay, we're done with that. Let's see if we can seek audience with the governor. No, we don't have an invitation, so can't do that yet. Do we need to repair our ship or our armament? We don't. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sell off these. You'll notice we don't have all the extra stuff that we picked up, all the extra armaments. We only have the ones that the ship had on it. And the major helm is 250,000 gold pieces. So that's a pretty hefty chunk of change to spend to get that get that set up. We're already doing really well in terms of character equipment, so we actually don't need a lot of gold for anything, which is good because I think I had only about 70,000 to restore those lost levels. But we can do it. This chainmail here is kind of a tease. It's actually not chainmail +2 that you can wear. It's chainmail +2 as a commodity that you can buy and sell. So, it's not very useful. But now we're going to go to the alehouse. Let's listen for rumors. The best tactic for fighting a Neogi Death Spider is to run. I don't think we're going to be doing that, because we want to steal a Neogi Death Spider, if we can find one. Sometimes you can get good deals trading with ships in Wildspace. I hear nothing of interest. That last one, about trading with ships in Wildspace, is a lie. You always pay 200% of the cost of a commodity, so when you sell it back, you always take a loss. Always, guaranteed. 12 sailors. We need all 12 of them. Let's buy a round of drinks. See if we can get more. We can't, unfortunately. Let's see what our crew is like. We've got a lot. Well, that's broken. This is some excellent UI design here that we've got A, B, C, D, E, and X to modify these. But it's got +R and -R and +W and -W as the labels. It's very strange. But, so, let's see here. We need to get work. High Minister of the National Government draws you aside for a private conversation. He tells you that he has an admiral in the Elf Navy back at his home. He tells you that the admiral is on a special mission that is vital to the security of the entire sphere. He tells you that the admiral does not want to use his own ship because it is being watched, and wants to slip out on your ship right after his own vessel makes a public exit in a different direction. It is expected that any pursuers will follow the elf ship while the admiral sneaks away. You are to take your passenger to Colliar as quickly as possible. You'll be paid 2,850 gold upon completion of this mission at Hista on Colliar. Hell yeah, let's do it. Let's double check where it said we need to go. Back at his home. Oh, like his residence. Okay, so I think we just need to... That's just a passenger mission to Colliar. Let's go into Olive Garden. We're not going to do that. Athanar and Colliar. 0.7 tons of Warhammer. Yeah, we'll take that. We can just pop over and sell it. You can actually sell the cargo for a mission, and then like it breaks the mission and they get mad at you. Pay our crew $71, and we're gonna save it again. This game is so janky. The saves aren't for difficulty necessarily. They're for crashes and jank. Oh, did I just realized I might have... Yeah, it's got the wrong game title on here. Let me fix that while we travel. This should say Spelljammer, Pirates of Realmspace. My apologies for the incorrect game title. It is now fixed. The Quo Vadis speedrun to Softlock will be a little later. If people want to see that. It takes about 15 minutes. Alright. Pay our taxes. Collect our reward. Well done. And we're going to go to Athanar. Figure out where they let us pay our taxes. Congress building. Pay our taxes. And drop off cargo. Made some money. Alright, so let's... Oh, we can't save and load while docked. So we'll just do this. Let's go to the Windfollower Tavern. For new recruits, listen for rumors. Elven ships are generally friendly as long as you aren't a smuggler. Okay, that's good news. Good stuff. The old dwarf space castles have the most treasure in wild space. I'm also pretty sure they were not implemented for this game. Buy a round of drinks. For some more recruits. Listen for more rumors. Mind flayers are offering top dollar for sharp-minded boys like you. Ha ha. Our crew's 100% female. Alright, you are approached by a member of the Pragmatic Order of Thought. He says he has heard that a hammer ship manned by members of the 10th Pit will be attacking his home port on Anadia. If they are intercepted before they attack, many lives may be saved. The council will pay you 2,050 gold pieces. You will be paid 2,050 gold pieces upon completion of this mission at Athanar on Koliar. Yeah, let's do it. And then let's see if we want to get some... pick up some cargo. Glyph, we don't want to go there. Umberguard, sure. 0.1 tons of bastard sword. Let's go. Let's do this. Interestingly, it seems like the main quest is just missing from your log, from everything. Also, 1992 is the year this game takes place in universe. But yeah, the captain's log doesn't mention it. We can't view it in our job description. There doesn't seem to be any indication that that we have this story quest. So may not land. But that A maneuverability rating is what we really want there, which is great. It's a 40-ton ship as well. Anyway, we want to go to Athanar, kill some more stuff. Or Anadia, Umberguard. I need some Umberguard to protect me against the 58 Umber Hulks that are the crew of most ships at this point in the game. I think part of the progression is tied to how often you dock at different ports. Like every time you dock at a port that's different than the last one you docked at, you get experience for your main character. It's strange that it kind of works that way. We are going to go to Waterdeep later, so we'll get that. We want to go to the government hall, pay our taxes. We'll see if we can get new recruits. We might be at the maximum for our recruits, for our crew. The halflings on Anadia's South Pole are renowned for their hospitality. Elven ships are generally friendly, and we knew that already. So we're gonna exit, and we're gonna save it again. And then we're just gonna fly around here for a minute and hope we run into this ship. Getting these spawns. There we go. It's a pirate. I hope it's a pirate of the 10th Pit. So we don't even have any weapons on our ship anymore. We're just going to fly straight at this ship and board it. That's really all we want to do in combat anymore. This looks like a cool Viking ship, maybe. It's hard to read the outlines from a distance. Might be a tradesman. Not sure. Not sure which ship this is. I think there's one ship we might want to try to get at this point. I think that's a tradesman. They look kind of like a fish. Grapple. What? That guy started in his own little room in the middle of the deck. Oh, these are humans. If their mages don't get to go before our mages, we'll be in really good shape. All right. Also handy is that they've lined their mages up in a handy line there. I don't know if there's more of them over that way, but we don't really care. This is all we need right here. We're just going to lightning bolt straight down this line. And now their mages can't cast anything. At least they got that right. We want to make sure we keep our dudes out of that line. Because if our other mages get to go, let's see if we can get, let's see, count the spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try it. Let's try for it. It's a risky strat. But we got it. We did it. Fire off another lightning bolt straight down the line and kill most of their officers. So that's good. All right. Now, what we wanna do here? Yeah, we've got most of their crew in this line. That crew didn't get hit by the lightning bolts. I hope there's cargo in these cool little crates here. Good cargo to steal from the pirates, which is totally ethical. Let's just do another lightning bolt down this line. Oh, human is killed. That's good. These are good things. We want to mace +1. These guys have magic equipment and magic resistance, which is weird. I guess he could have made his saving throw. That would also do that. Let's get our paladin over there so he can take the brunt of that attack. And then let's get this guy out of the way. We can't cast spells after taking damage. We're just gonna disengage. You're the cleric with no spells. This should be fine. Oh no, Berserker is injured. We don't want that to happen. Let's get rid of some of these guys. The sooner we get rid of their crew, the sooner our crew will start focusing on their officers. And once that happens, like, it's just a massacre. The individual crewmen use bows, so they get 2 attacks each for 10 attacks per stack, which very quickly can overwhelm regular single dudes. But we might not need it because we're already killing all of their officers really quickly. Good old stinking cloud immobilizing them for us. Person out of the stinking cloud so they don't accidentally get incapacitated and killed. It also doesn't have unlike the gold box games, it doesn't have the coup de grace mechanic when enemies are incapacitated. I think it gives you a hit bonus, but I'm not entirely sure. We can risk our fighter. There we Our thief got incapacitated. We'll deal with these guys quickly. Last one. And he's dead. So now we just have to watch everyone take their turn. Alright, we'll heal up. We'll loot their ship. You have a mind spider. They have a tradesman. I don't think I'm gonna do that. We will take their stuff. They have a ton of cedar. A dirk. Actually can't buy a dirk anywhere. But you see, their ship started over there. If it started on top of us, we would have been just totally screwed. Unable to do anything because we would have lost our motive power. But now we're too close to a ship to Spelljam, so we have to move away from it. Slowly. Well, maybe not slowly. Let's move not slowly. And head back to Colliar. Colliar. Super fast music. Alright. So I think was that Athanar that we went to before? We pay our taxes, collect our reward for a job well done, and then we'll check the tavern real quick for work. A huge blue hippo-like man approaches you with a large and irregularly shaped package. He needs this package delivered to Toril, no questions asked. Larbo will ride along to assure delivery, and upon arrival, the person picking up the package will pay you 2,550 in gold. Excellent. We're going to Toril anyway, so that's perfect. So let's leave, let's navigate to Toril, and go there fast. Alright, here we are at Toril. I'm gonna dock at Waterdeep. We're actually gonna blow some money on taxes to collect all this stuff, and then we're gonna save it a second time, so we'll have to pay the tax twice. And pay our crew twice. Our crew costs less than tax, though. Alright. Here we go. Hair taxes. No, don't have an invitation still. Alright. It's this guy again! Larbo, what are you doing? He wants the package delivered to Garden. That's good. We want to get out to Garden to see if that's going to advance our quest. I think we need to just basically visit all the different ports in the system and see if it updates the quest at any one of them. Let's listen for rumors. Most asteroid fields are too small to damage a ship. I just go straight through them. Gnomes are good people. Don't trust them. Racism. Fantasy racism. But like confused fantasy racism. Alright. Let's leave this racist against gnomes town and head to Olive Garden. Where is it? There we go. Alright, let's get there. Fast. Oh, there's a ship off the stern. Maybe this is some easy money. What do we got? What are we looking at? Can't tell what that is from this distance. Is it firing? If it doesn't fire, we might be able to talk to them. Oh shit! It's a quest ship! Look at this! Oh, the captain of the other ship asks you to join him in his cabin for a private conversation. Once the two of you are alone, he points to a sack on the floor. He tells you it contains 1,000 gold pieces. He says Clive the Fearsome, master of Garden, wishes to have words with you on a matter of mutual benefit. The gold is payment for your time. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. They're in a ship that I want, but I'm not going to attack it because that might break the plot. So that's cool. They even turn around and like they're leaving. That's like a little scripted encounter. I guess we could have attacked them without knowing. That's why, like, at this point we have to start being careful, because we could totally bone the game by just attacking a random ship that is like quest necessary. I think we could have just killed them, and then like the game would be, progression would be broken. So all right. Oh, we need to go fast. We need to put it up to warp 9. Awesome, here we are. And we're gonna totally save the game, because that is a scripted encounter that we don't want to lose out on. Awesome. So we're gonna go back here. We're going to go to Clive the Fearsome. We're gonna pay our taxes, collect our reward, and seek audience with the governor. Oh, Clive, you're so fearsome. Look at this guy. Clive the Fearsome. Alright. Good day. My sources of information tell me that you have been hired to take care of this increasing Neo Geo menace. Well, I don't think it's a secret what I do, but on this occasion I think we can both benefit from working together. These Neo Geo are bad for business. Fewer ships travel through space these days, and the ones that do are more cautious and better armed. This makes my job more difficult. What I propose is this. I have a treasure map here that supposedly leads to the treasure trove of Drak Barakas. The legends of Drak say that every time he was seen, he was flying a different type of ship. I have reason to believe that he had a powerful magic item that cast an illusion over his ship and made it look the way he wanted. I think if you can find Drak's hoard and get this item, I can get you into the Neo Geo base. I ask for nothing in return except the hope that together we can clear the sphere of these invaders. Oh, we're working with the pirates now! We're working with kind of dopey-looking Clive the Fearsome. So he says he has a treasure map. Okay, we don't have an invitation anymore. We don't have a job. Do we have a treasure map? We don't have a treasure map. So I'm a little confused as to what's going on, like how we actually access that. And I haven't been able to find a guide that goes past the point of like get the invitation from the governor. So I think it might be a random event that can happen now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But we're gonna go sell a bunch of Berserkers useless stuff. Basically anything. Well, some of this stuff could be magical, because we got it from magic people. I'm just gonna sell the items that I don't care even if it was magical. Let's make sure there aren't. Yeah, they don't have anything good here. So we're going to go to. We don't want to go to Glyph. Yeah, we could go back to Waterdeep. That's probably a good thing. Oh, this guy with his giant mug. His giant mug for beer. Beer is delicious. Okay. So we're going to listen for rumors, look for new recruits, buy around, look for new recruits again. A group of illithid slavers has been preying on ships that stop at Carpri for air. A merchant who wishes to remain nameless barely escaped their clutches and sustained great losses to his ship, cargo, and crew. He wishes to avenge this attack and is willing to pay you the sum of 5,300 gold if you can destroy the slavers and bring him proof of the deed. You'll be paid on completion. Let's take that. I'm gonna take that mission. Supplies. What's this? It sells nothing. We do need to identify all of this crap that we have. So we can do that. You do the identification is free, but how you access it is completely insane. So we're going to go back into space. We're going to view a crew member. I'm going to go to spells. We're not going to select anything, but we're going to hit cast. And then it asks player to do ID for. So we're gonna ID. Let's start with this plate mail. Oh no, there's no plate mail here, so I guess we can't identify it. Alright, it's a longsword. We're gonna... Oh hey, thanks for the follow, Wiznome. A word of advice, don't visit Waterdeep. They don't like gnomes there. I can't tell if they like gnomes there. They said they're good people. Don't trust them. Alright. Get our spells back. Glad I remembered this. We could have totally screwed ourselves there. Can we get... No, the spells are too high level. Yeah, so we want to get all these spells back. We need all these lightning bolts to try to kill all the stuff we're going to run into. We're eventually going to run into those, like, giant Umber Hulk ships. And that's going to be super rough for us. So... Scrolls Arena. Didn't get to cast any lightning bolts. Must have been slacking. Alright, I'm gonna save it again now that we've gotten our mission to get the illusionary ship thing from the fearsome Clive there. Capri. And there's our slaver encounter. Off the port. Port is to the left. There's the slaver ship. I can tell it's a nautiloid even at this distance. If we do run into lithids, we might get very lucky. I think it says here it's a 10% chance that an illithid ship will contain a pool helm. And a pool helm is great because it doesn't drain any resources. Your spellcaster, you won't lose the one spellcaster if it's programmed correctly. I don't know that it is. But if it's programmed correctly, it just draws on the life pool of the illithid race to power the ship. So that's a really useful thing to have because it doesn't take any life or magic from your crew. Oh no, 2 crew killed by small arms. We're taking a lot of small arms fire here. So we have to get in range and grapple quickly. Alright, this is bad. It's probably totally screwed. So, yep. These are not illithid slavers, as advertised. These are a bunch of Neo Geos that are gonna wreck us with their illithid, or their Umber Hulk crew. Might as well at least try to get some damage out there. See if we can hit there. Sight to that one. It's not gonna reach, so I lose that turn and the spell. But what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to cast Stinking Cloud. It's one of the few things I know these Umber Hulks are susceptible to is the wow. Just wrecked one of my fighters. Killed my fighter. My only pure fighter. Let's see if these guys can get hit by lightning bolt. 2 Umber Hulks are injured for 54 damage. So that didn't do much to them. The fighter is the one crew member that we can kind of cheap out on replacing, but I don't think we're going to survive this encounter. So I'm just going to... Yeah, 145 damage. And I don't think we killed a single one of them. So, like, I don't know how we're going to deal with this even late game when we get more stuff. Wait, what? It said Madame Mona was killed, but Madame Mona was not killed. I'll take that, I guess. Oh, 5 Umber Hulks are killed. And I think, oh, we hit that guy with the rebound. That's great. I don't know which direction this is going to rebound, but hopefully not directly back at the mage. That killed Madame Mona. All right. Get that magic missile out there. It's like all you can do at this point. Madame Mona. I don't know if Madame Mona is dead or not, but it would be great if she's not. There's one Umber Hulk in there. Erica Ravenhair is the cleric that actually has spells. That's good. Alright, cannon fodder. Get down there. Go cannon fodder. On the off chance, Hold Person does not work on Umber Hulks, as I kind of expected it wouldn't. We want to output as much damage on that guy as possible. As quickly as possible. I think he might be in range. We'll see. Otherwise, we'll waste the spell. We wasted the spell. Oh well. Now we know the magic missile spell has 3 less range than the maximum view distance. Use some magic missiles on these guys. Try to hit them as much as we can. You need to go up here. Oh, so many attacks. They get so many attacks. And they can stun, I think. Forget if Umber Hulks in tabletop Dungeons and Dragons, the Umber Hulks have a special ability, a gaze attack, that I think charms? I think it charms, which is really nasty. So I'm a bit excited that they don't have the proper ability and they just have a stun instead. Guy could not make up his mind about where he wanted to stand. Unfortunately, when they come down this corridor, they are going to get shot by our crew members, crewmen, and hopefully just totally murdered. If their AI brings them down the corridor. If it doesn't, we'll have to slowly advance this formation. Let's get out another protection from evil 10-foot radius, which seems to have only affected a single person. So there's that. Alright, we got that one. So we're gonna have everyone wait, except for the Paladin. Paladin is going to slowly advance down this corridor. We're gonna stuff the mages right up behind him. Or crewmen. That's gonna happen too. Oh, we got Madame Mona back. Excellent. Oh, our fucking Paladin. One shot. One shot for the Paladin. And dead. He only did 4 damage, and it instantly killed the Paladin. So that's probably irreplaceable. Got that Umber Hulk. We're gonna lose another mage there. We're gonna have to reload after this combat anyway, but we have to finish it. Now we killed the Neogi in one shot with that lightning bolt. We're gonna have to manually control that crewman. This guy to come around this corner. Hit that Neogi. Try to get rid of him. Yep, once he's out of the picture, we can just guard with everyone else. And we'll actually try, you know what, we'll try it. Don't want to take the Nautiloid. They had a ton of stuff, though. And 21,000 gold. The second helmsman is dead. Oh, it does keep the people. I think it does. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay, it didn't delete them. That's good. That's good. So we're going to go to tutorial. I think, what does our job say? Oh, Olive Garden. So let's go, we'll go back to Olive Garden because I think it's closer. Although, oh, we're too close to a ship to Spelljam. So let's make it up to Warp 9. Head over to Clive's Den. Less than an hour away. Madame Mona gains a level after having been dead for a while. Which is really unusual because most of the time your other characters don't gain experience. That's very strange that they gained experience from that fight. Julia Valador at negative 15 hit points. Alright. There is no temple here, so that's a problem. Pay our taxes, collect our reward, see if there's work. You have been approached by a halfling. He claims to have been kidnapped by a press gang and forced to serve aboard a ship. He managed to escape while the ship was docked, and now wants to return to his home on Anadia. He tells you his father is a rich merchant, and that he will pay 4,000 for his son's safe return. He will be paid 4,000 GP on completion of this mission at Umbergard on Anadia. Yeah, let's do that. Let's help this little guy out. We'll call him little guy when we do that too, while we're helping him. Alright, so we're going to go to Anadia. We're going to go there fast. Oh no! Captain, ship off starboard! It's a slaver. We are not going to fight them right now with several of our crew dead. So we're just going to run away. We'll be cowards. We'll be cowardly gamers. Running away from a fight. Berserker, you gain a level for doing nothing. I think traveling in space gives your main character experience, perhaps. So we might have gotten some spells. Oh, we got Minor Globe. Minor Globe is a way better spell. We're going to use that and abuse that extensively. We need to replenish all of our regular spells. Oh, we got more lightning bolts too. Excellent. We're maxed out there. It actually doesn't tell you on this screen how many spells you can memorize. It only tells you how many spells you have memorized. You have to go back to this screen to see how many you have left. Okay, so we're gonna replenish our air, dock at Umberguard. There's a temple here, which is great. Pay our taxes, collect our reward, 4,000 for a job well done. And we are going to raise dead for was it Julia Valador? Julia Valador cannot afford to be raised. So let's trade all of our gold to Julia Valador and see if we can raise her from the dead. 7,000 gold. It costs 1/10 as much to raise the dead as it does to restore one lost level. Something to bear in mind if you decide to play this game is don't ever lose levels, because you will get just highway robbery from the temple. Sistal Cloverleaf, and then we need to get Eva Dulak as well. Also needs to be raised. So then we're going to make sure that we heal wounds, because we need to heal everyone that got raised from the dead. They're still just... oh, and there's permanent constitution loss as well when you raise someone from the dead. Give that all of the main money back to Berserker. And then from Berserker, we're going to trade like a few thousand gold, I think, maybe 3,000 gold to each of the people who need to be healed. Or each of the people who were raised, because we ended up trading all of our gold off of them. So now, we should be able to heal. 31, 21. There we go. So, that's everyone healed up. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, SGBU. I didn't see that come up on the alerts. I just got the email about it. Oh, hey! I got to it before the alert. That's funny. Paid our taxes already. Right. Let's see if we can repair our ship or repair its armaments. We don't need to do that. Let's see if we can buy some stuff here. I'd really like to buy bombards, but Greek warship? What? I don't think that ship is in the manual, is it? That ship is not described in the manual. That's odd. Interesting. I didn't know their stock changes there. Oh right, we looted a bunch of cargo, so we're gonna sell. Ooh, let's not do that yet because we have quest cargo that we need to get rid of somewhere. So we're going to exit the port, pay our crew, leave orbit. Go drop our quest cargo off at Toril. They've helpfully indicated which of the different planets are different types of worlds. So blue is a mostly oceanic planet, green is mostly landmass. But those are, I think, the only two colors that they use. And Toril is the only populated blue planet. But it makes it easy to identify, which is nice. So again, hopefully that slaver ship that we ran from earlier wasn't a quest ship, because that might have ruined our chances at actually following the plot. So we'll drop off our cargo, get paid our 1,000 gold, and then we'll sell off all of this extra stuff that we got for another few thousand gold. And I'm gonna take the hit on the second taxes to save the game again. Save it up. Get back in here, pay our taxes again. Such a ripoff. And then see if we can get another job. A tinker gnome by the name of Longbottom Greybottle has come to this planet to collect some blue rocks needed to modify a spelljamming helm. Now that he has collected a sackful of these stones, he wishes to book passage to Anadia, where his ship is waiting. He'll be paid 2,050 gold pieces upon completion of this mission at Umbergard on Anadia. We'll head right back to Umbergard. Let's see if we can get some cargo going to Umbergard. Perfect. Take that cargo. And then head out. I'm thinking if we don't run into the quest stuff over like the next mission or two, I'll probably wrap up the Spelljammer in a little bit and switch over to the second half of the schedule tonight, which is a speed run to the soft lock point of the Quo Vadis game that Macaw was streaming a couple days ago, and seem to have gotten to the point where the game actually soft locks and you can't continue playing even if you were to understand it. But I figured I'd at least document the process, so if anyone wants to look at it and figure out where one could go from there, or read the cutscenes that we're going to kind of fly through, it'll give them the opportunity to see maybe why it's getting stuck there. So, dock at Umbergard. We'll go to the government hall. Do the usual taxes, rewards. We'll go to the warehouse. Drop off our cargo. The pub. We might need to get new recruits, too. The beholder ships were battling near Carpri last year. Elves will give you gold if you tell them that you think they have a nice ship. Clive the Pirate was commanding the Pirates of Garden when my grandpappy was a youngster. Which is odd because he looks about 40. A sinister-looking man in dark-colored robes carrying a smoking staff in one hand and a heavy satchel in the other approaches you. He politely states that he wishes to book passage to Garden. He adds that he's willing to pay 4,350 gold pieces for the journey, but he will require a private room and wishes to remain undisturbed for the duration of the journey. He'll be paid 4,350 gold pieces upon completion of this mission at Clive's Den on Garden. We're actually going to say no to that for right now, because I just remembered something that might be useful. We're going to leave, and we're going to check navigation for points of interest. And I think this has targeted something, but I'm not sure. Yes, it's setting course for Dwarven Citadel. Ship off the port bow. What kind of ship is this? Oh, whoops, port. Why am I looking to starboard? That is, I think, a Neogi ship, so we don't want to get involved with that. We don't want to fight 58 more Umber Hulks. Not right now. We've got a Dwarven Citadel to go to. And presumably, this is new territory. I've seen nothing about this in any guide. This is an entirely new territory for me. So, off we go into the unknown of Spelljammer, Pirates of Realmspace. Hopefully we're gonna get some more, like, big portraits of dudes with rad outfits and, like, some cool stuff. That's my hope. Looking forward to that. But we have to get there first. Less than an hour. Excellent. I'm actually keeping it on slow here because I don't want to miss any pop-ups that might happen. Anything that could clear automatically, we want to come up at normal speed. There's a Dwarven Citadel. So do we hail it? Can we hail it? Let's get closer. Let's hail this Dwarven Citadel. I hope this thing looks rad. Like, this could be so cool. Kind of looks like a big turd pile right now, but that's because we're far away. Oh, hey, negotiation. Let's talk. No response. Oh, look at that. It's got a big hammer. Look at this thing. Look at this. It's about the size of a normal ship, but it's like a big hand holding a hammer. Can we grapple it? Let's try to grapple it. Oh man, we're too far away to grapple. I hope you can grapple this thing. It's pretty big. I'm grappled. Alright, are we just gonna kill a bunch of dwarves? What are we doing here? Okay, this Dwarven Citadel is made out of wood. That's good, good. What do we have to explore? Oh, it's undead. I like undead. Undead are one of the, like, easier things to deal with. With the exception of the expensive level drain. They're one of my more preferred fights. Because they're kind of predictable. They're not super dangerous. They don't kill your party off nearly as much. Just some zombies. Deal with that. Send each person off to kind of explore on their own, because there's a lot of stuff here. Oh, look at this. We're exploring. There's actual, like, exploration in this game, and there's, like, some skeletons in a closet. Exploration, like, this is great. Is going to explore on their own, like, kind of automatically. Oh, I forgot to give our dead mage new spells. Oh, it would have mistake. Oh, what's this guy? That's a lich! Oh no! How are we gonna beat a lich? That's really bad. Both of these doors are automatically closing, which is gonna be real problematic. Oh, is that? Are there like multiple levels? This is like an XCOM base invasion. Oh, I'm so excited for this. New territory. Like, this is... We might even encounter, like, a locked door and have to pick locks or cast knock. Which would be unfortunate, because we don't have that stuff readily available, but we'll get through it. We'll figure it out. We can't see through that door that our buddy is blocking there. What? The thief who was guarding doesn't have a bow, just shot an arrow from the guarding posture. I give up on understanding what is going on in this game sometimes. Oh, this is Bad Town. We don't want to go in there yet. Not with his mage anyway. Let's get our mage back behind the front line fighters there. Zombie are killed. One of the zombie are killed. Alright. We have killed the zombie. Revenant. Oh, Revenant. That sounds like a cool, different kind of undead. I actually don't know Revenant from 2nd edition. I guess we want that guy to get engaged. Oh, music is louder than voice. Thank you for the heads up. I will adjust that right now. The music is incredibly loud with LAPC 1. I've adjusted it, so let me know if that is better than previously. It should be much better now. I'm so excited about this. Like, this is... I've never seen this, much better. Great. I've never seen this whole, like, exploration thing and, like, the Citadel. This is totally new. Exciting. Oh, no. Alright. We're gonna need to get... I don't know what the crew is doing. Get our paladin into the mix too. Okay, can you see this person? No, can't see. Maybe we can. Oh, I can. Oh, is this? That door keeps closing, so I can't use lightning bolts safely in here because they're just going to ricochet a ton, which is really unfortunate. We can use mirror image, which I don't know. Like, I wish there was a map overview. Okay, this is. That's our useless crew. Which we're gonna go back and get that crew and like make them manual control. Turn those guys. And again, I predict that the turned undead are going to come right back on the next turn. the next round. So we'll have to work around that, but it does clear up space, at least temporarily. So this mage is kind of useless. Let's just stuff this one off in the corner. Can we turn both stacks? No. But we can focus our attacks on the single stack there, so that's good. I'm gonna make all of these crew under our own control if we can. Cast a spell after taking damage. So we're just going to punch those guys with our bare hands. Alright. Oh no! This mage is out of spells too. Well... we need to get a fighter type. Or a... yeah, not that one. Or a priest around to that doorway. Which I think is this door right up here? Yeah, so we got our fighter in there. Our fighter can start dealing some damage. And then we can turn off some of these undead and get our ranger in there as well. Meanwhile, we'll move this crew around to avoid that roadblock in the corridor. Alright. Let's get our ranger in here. You can also hit the one that's right up against our mages. The one problem with these mages is they don't have much protection, so they're easy to hit. This is the mage with all the spells. You need to get back in the front line. Paladin. Our paladin gets started down there. We can only kill one of them at a time, unfortunately. We actually don't care about the one standing directly on top of our ranger right now. He's not important. Can get rid of him for the time being. Let's move these mages back. If we're lucky, that fighter will go next after that, and we'll be able to move the mage. We'll be able to move the fighter down and block off access to those mages. It's a very confusing map because of the jumps around constantly, so you can't ever really tell like where these extra skeletons and zombies that we see are. So kind of give it our best guess. Let's get some of these zombies out of the way so we can get our paladin down there. All right. We're good there. Get that guy killed. We can kill the zombies that are stacked up on top of our ranger, which is good. We'll just move our ranger out the next turn. Get rid of that guy. It goes by kind of quickly for turning off quick mode, which we want to do. We want to we want to turn off quick mode for the guards that are stuck in the doorway. This guy's under our control. That's good. We probably want to have all of the crew under our control for this. So we can spread them out and search more efficiently, which will be good. Ah, crap. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. We'll have an opportunity soon enough. Yeah, you go up here. Go find the dangerous stuff, crewmen. Send this thief along with you. Very much like the base missions from XCOM. I think I'm getting these kind of memories of going around and finding that one last alien that's in the base. It doesn't help that the fog of war turns off constantly. So we need to remember where we've looked. I'm pretty sure I've cleared the entire bottom section. So we're going to be going further to the right and in the top section. I think that's... yeah. Crew 6 under my control. The pathfinding in this is very, very bad. Yes, we got the door guy. Come here, door guy. Time to not be stuck in a door anymore. You need to move out of there. Check this lower section. There's a door down there. Okay, those skeletons are just walking right through the walls. That's normal and good. That's not a place I want to go. This way is where I want to go. I want to go there with these guys. Oh, they can't shoot through doorways because the doorways are going to be closed. Every turn. That's rough. One of the zombie are killed. Okay. So we know there's more zombie up here. So we want that. Yeah, I guess this guy needs to come down with them. What spells does this caster have? Magic Missile. Magic Missile and Lightning Bolt. Just what the doctor ordered. Alright. I have heard that the final encounter in this game sometimes does not spawn where it's supposed to. And it makes me wonder who made it all the way through all of these crazy difficult encounters to actually face some final situation that results in that soft lock state, basically. Because it took a lot to get here, and a lot of not exactly legitimate tactics. So it's I feel like it's going to be interesting to see what we get when we get towards the end of the game, because maybe their testers didn't get that far either. So that zombie. Oh, I think that hole in the floor is yeah, it's a staircase. Yeah, let's get down there and mess the skeleton up. Oh, good work, guys. You did it. We can also stack our units up really strangely there. Which would... Maybe we can take advantage of that. We'll see. Berserker has spells. Berserker's gonna go down there too. I think this group should be able to handle anything in the top section. Where? What? Where is this? This is this the same? That's the same room. Okay. Just getting turned around because of the crazy design of this place. Excellent. Yeah, we want to kill that guy off. Those zombies. Keeping track of all this stuff. There's 2 levels. Door is locked. Unlock, smash, or leave. Let's smash it. Oh, you smash open the door. Look at this. I bet the door will be back next turn as well. Yes. The door is back. Let's just bash these skeletons. All of the doors are locked. That one's empty, so let's get out of there. We're smashing so many doors. Ooh, okay. Useless mages can wait. I don't know if this mage is useless or not. This mage is useless. Basically, what we don't want happening is we don't want our useless mages to end up in hand-to-hand combat and then just get lost because of it. Let's open this door. Smash it open again. Let's get this guy. No, not done. Get that guy in there. Smash these bottom doors. You bounce off the door. Useless crewman. Send this guy. Oh, that's the end of that corridor. So then the rest of it's all gonna be downstairs. What? Erica Ravenhair, who was guarding, attacks. Erica Ravenhair casts a spiritual hammer next. One skeleton is injured. So in this version of Dungeons & Dragons, you can cast spells as an automatic response to enemy movement, even if you've already taken your turn. Which is... I don't know what's going on with the combat engine in this game, but it's not normal. Oh, this is a Revenant. We'll turn the Revenant. We can't. We can't turn the Revenant. That guy is fighting his personal war with the skeletons there. These skeletons are going to be dead soon, which is good. These guys need to get back down to the lower floor. Right, we've got that. They're going to need to take the place of those, that priest when we get the priest out of there so they can fight the revenants. Actually, we should keep this guy here. Okay. I think that's the top floor cleared. Get everybody down to the bottom floor now. What we want to do is we want to let that let that Revenant come into the doorway so that we can fight it with more than one person. Otherwise, we're just gonna get... What just happened? Why did my paladin randomly throw an additional, like, javelin of lightning? Just randomly. Let's throw this and hurt ourselves massively with it. That was Sistel Cloverleaf's thought process there. Was to throw javelin, hurt self. Also, I think our cleric in the bottom left there might be getting stunned? No, they got free. Awesome. This is a good place to stuff a cleric for now. Okay, so you can only wait before you do anything. When you've not moved or acted at all is the only time you can wait. I need to pull that guy back. That was a mistake. We'll get this guy up here. Oh, they won't enter the main place because the doors lock every turn and the undead won't open the doors. So we need to get our paladin in there to fight. Otherwise the Revenant is gonna just be immune to our abilities. That's a safe spot to dump the mage. Get this guy out of the way. Our fighter would be able to fight too. She's got magic weapons. It's a long hallway, and that crew is probably gonna end up dead. No, don't quick. If they quick, they'll probably move, and we don't want them to move in the wrong place. You bounce off the door. Okay, bring our thief down here. Send our thief along with this other group. Right. The fighter should have a better time with this because I think fighters have better stats. Paladin of Ilmater for the cross and the gold armor. I'm actually not that familiar with the lore of the different individual deities to know kind of like what their symbols are. But that's interesting to know that it's possibly Ilmater. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, there's the lich that these crew members aren't going to be able to harm. I'm pretty sure they can't harm them. Revenant and a skeleton. Right, you can harm the skeleton. Fight the skeleton. You can smash the door open and then try to like act through it. Where's this guy? Oh, he's in the upper area, right. Those mages are just stuffed in the corner. Revenant is attacking. Need this ranger to get through there. Oh, I shouldn't have moved. Should have waited with that guy. That was dumb. I made a mistake. Unaffected. Oh no. Magic weapons only. It's interesting that your crew can actually get level drained, which is very strange. You smash open the door, nothing happens. Right. That's why I sent this guy over, was to fight the Revenant, because they can damage the Revenant. Okay. This Paladin versus Lich. That's gonna be an interesting showdown. Yeah, those guys can't hit because they have regular weapons. No, don't do that! Oh, Paladin, what are you doing? That's unfortunate. So we know they can get resurrected properly. Okay, Revenant's down. That's good. Have spells. So we're gonna stuff you over there. You also don't have spells, so you're fine where you are. Okay. These guys need to not do anything and just be out of the way. Losing control of some of my characters, which is pretty annoying. Okay, he can come down through there. One thief versus a Revenant is not a good. That is not a good matchup right there. We don't want that. Everybody has to smash open the doors on their own. Every time. That is a major bug. It would be a bigger problem if I hadn't maxed out all of my characters' I maxed out all of my characters' stats so that they would have max strength and max disengage. Not after we've come this far. Wait. Okay, injure that Revenant. Okay, we've got that one skeleton down. That's good. No, we want to open that door. Hit him from there. Yeah, we injured the Lich. You can't turn Liches, right? No, of course not. Hopefully +1 is sufficient. I forget if Liches have level drain or death touch or any other crazy attacks that we have to watch out for. The good news is that for some reason our Paladin who was killed isn't actually dead. They were just injured. So we'll be able to bring them back momentarily. But maybe we shouldn't. Because they're dumb and they hit themselves with a javelin of lightning. And I didn't tell them to. It's a penalty for... That is a regular skeleton. Go get him. Go get him, crew. I'm going to have to move that cleric off the mark. And when it should trigger the guarding behavior, it doesn't. And then it randomly triggers it for another character. Oh no. Oh no, it quicked. Oh shit. This could be super bad. So we see there's 255 copies of the Bless spell here. That means that it auto-cast a spell, which means that it created an underflow on one of the bytes for spell memorization and gave us 255 copies of Bless. I think we'll be okay, because I think the issue is related to when a mage is left on quick combat after the completion of a battle. If they start battle on quick combat, it'll crash immediately at the start of the next combat. But I think we're okay. I think we're safe. Oh, that is a super unfortunate bug. I'm gonna have to take the weapons off of these guys. I had those javelins of lightning as a backup for in case the mages ran out of spells or whatever the case, and they just throw them randomly during combat now. So in order to fix that, I'll have to -9. Let's heal you. The Lich was the least threat. It was our own dummies that caused the problem. Yeah, arrow those skeletons. You render aid. That guy just ran away. Send that guy around that way. Enemy prevents you from disengaging. Oh, I pressed F by mistake instead of G for guard. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we can get one of these characters up. Crystal Cloverleaf is revived. Excellent. Paladin is back in action. Too close to attack with missile weapon. Alright. We can't do that. We don't want to do that. There's one skeleton hiding somewhere else in this giant maze. So we'll find them. We need to get this fighter around to take care of that revenant. From the skeletons that they need to fight. No! No, that's no good. I need to control this crew because otherwise they're just gonna wander off and do like random stuff that doesn't make any sense. Like that guy walked into space, which is really, really unfortunate because I don't know how he got there. Why don't you just guard? This is a big room, big empty room. We don't need to be in there anymore. Render aid. So we got our paladin back around here too. That's good. I wonder where that skeleton is. It's not like in here. Oh, he's right there. He is right there. And this is the door we need to smash down to get over there as well. So we're gonna have to. So it's just the one. Skeleton and that revenant. No, there's another skeleton. There's another skeleton that I can't quite see right now. One skeleton. We'll send our fighter in there. Our fighter can take care of it pretty quickly. I think our paladin does not have the lay on hands ability. That wasn't programmed in. They have this heal command. Oh, they do! You have to do heal and then choose to lay on hands. Interesting. Look at this game making me a liar. We'll beat it yet. You just stay there. 3 crew remaining. This guy's stuck in outer space. That healed quite a bit of damage to lay on hands too, so that's good. That's good stuff. Send this whole like big train of people around like the long way to get over to that revenant that we have to kill, which is like the second to last guy. Here we go. Oh wait, this isn't the way to go. Damn it. Is it this one? This is a very confusing map. Not helped by the fact that the doors close every time. So you can't keep track of where you've been already. Maybe this revenant will... No, we want him in the room though, because if he goes to the doorway, only one person will be able to attack at a time. We want more than that. Hike all the way back. turn this guy on quick control. Maybe he'll walk back in. Come in out of the cold. That's the hope. You'll notice I'm not using quick mode for any of my spellcasters. Even though they're just guarding and they don't have any useful spells memorized. We don't want to set them on quick to automatically pass their turns, because that will also cause them to try to cast spells. So they'll go try to cast Stinking Cloud or whatever it is that they have equipped, even if it's completely inappropriate. Anything that they have available, they'll try to cast on the enemies, and that'll result in them getting that same bug of the too many spells. Alright. I think that does it for the Revenant. So now we just need to find that one last skeleton, and hopefully we'll be able to wrap this up. It's gonna be cool. It's like a long, difficult combat, but this is new stuff. I've never seen this far into the game. Perhaps we can defeat the tedium of this long, drawn-out combat and get some new story stuff. That'll be exciting. Right. This little, like, train of clerics and fighters and stuff making their way through this hallway of locked doors. And there's the last skeleton. The Last Skeleton would be a great 80s movie. Oh, we killed him! Heal everyone. And loot! Oh, I found a scepter! Berserker, you find a scepter. The second helmsman is dead. That would be Julia Valador again, maybe. Oh, who's the second helmsman? Lendloft is unconscious. Robin Swiftsail is unconscious. Nobody's dead, are they? Condition okay. This game, you're freaking me out. Alright, nobody died. We did that without anyone dying, and we found the scepter. We're gonna have to back up away from this thing now, so we don't smash into it. Let's stop. Okay, we're stopped. We're gonna save the game. Save the game there. We're gonna go to the nearest planet. These are the outer planets. We're way out there. Garden doesn't have a temple. Anadia. Let's go to Anadia. Oh, too close. We're too close to a ship. That's a loose definition of ship, but I'll take it. I love naming my character Berserker. It sounds so great when the game addresses you. And it is homage to the Broken Land and the full run through of that. Oh no, there's a ship. Wait, can we hail the ship? Oh, that looks like a slaver. Let's talk. There is an asteroid field near Anadia that has a solid gold. No! Oh, asteroid. That's all I know. Okay, cool. That's great. Good job. Get out of here. I don't know why it locked up like that. We need to fix our like spell situation as fast as possible. Oh, can't study because it thinks I'm in combat. Let's get out of here. Alright, now that we're spell jamming, fix the spells here, study. Add more magic missiles. Minor globe. Lightning bolts. Okay. Good. Oh, I'm infamous now. That's actually, I think, the key there. That is the key that that's the key that allows you to get the main story quest. Is your notoriety has to be at a certain rank. All right, let's fix the spells so that we don't have that issue again. And that happened because of a like extra hold person cast or a spiritual hammer. They cast a spiritual hammer despite not having the spell memorized. So that's what ended up that's what ended up giving us the problems with the spells, the spell list there. Jasmine Blossom is just going to lose all her spells immediately. Let's get these other mages back up to fighting shape. Those stinking clouds are large and they last a long time. So I don't think we need to worry about keeping 2 of them per mage. Melf's Acid Arrow will give them a little more versatility for direct damage dealing, because that's really the only way to finish a combat is by dealing direct damage. She gets another. Yeah, look at that. Oh, mirror image. That's what I forgot to equip. Actually, you know what? Haste is an excellent spell. So we'll take one of those. Those are good for things like the Lich that's immune to magic, immune to normal magic. That we want our fighters to deal more damage to. Spook! Spooked ya! So, this mage specializes in terror, learning both scare and spook. And no one yet has learned fireball, which I'm a little disappointed with. I'm a little disappointed that there's no fireball yet. I think I remember reading somewhere that fireball isn't in the game because it would like use up all the air in the little bubble around the ship, so no one would cast it, so they didn't even include it in the game. What kind of ship is this? Hey ship, what's up? Are you friendly? Let's talk. No response. I would like to not fight. So let's just... Am I faster than them? I should be faster than them. I'm super fast in the ship. But I'm also like... Somehow my ship... Or no, their ship is damaged. Really? Maybe I need to kill these people. Now they're like... Now they're running away. Come on. Just get close enough to... I just want to kill you. There we go. Grappled him. And it's undead. It's more undead. But hopefully this is just... Yeah, look at this. This is just like regular undead. This ship is going to be a cakewalk. Also, we've had a chance to go back and memorize our lightning bolts and stuff, so as soon as one of the mages gets into position and gets to attack, I think we'll be doing really well. Right here. Now let's Let's give him a dose of lightning bolt. Yep, that worked well. There's still some it didn't hit. So we'll throw another lightning bolt down the line here. That took all those guys out. Use a magic missile to take out this skeleton. Our archers are going to do a good job of taking out most of the rest of those zombies. And this is the one guy we got to worry about here, which is this some kind of higher tier undead. But we're just going to turn him and hope that turning him will, the specter, we hope that turning him will, look at this, he has a little chest with a candle on it. Unfortunately, those chests are entirely decorative. You can't take anything out of them or interact with them in any other way. These guys can focus on the zombies, and then we'll have our casters focus on the specters. Not yet. And our real fighter get in here, deal some damage. I think the other specter is, yeah, down here at the end of this hall. All right. The crew are not the brightest. They're just gonna keep trying to shoot that guy, even though it's ineffective. Oh, that's a vampire, though. That's not good. We'll see what happens here. Magic missile. One specter is killed. So one of the things that's a little aggravating about this game is that the contents of each ship are randomized every time you enter combat. So when we get into combat with a ship and board it, it could have Umber Hulks, or it could have vampires, or it could have just a bunch of kobolds. And you never know in advance, and you can't save in combat. So you have to basically save scum from the planet to get back to where you are if it gives you an unwinnable encounter. And in some cases, the unwinnable encounters are truly unwinnable, with just the number of creatures and their strength. Here, like with this encounter, we can compare this against the type of encounter that we got before, where we... Oh, that's a vampire. The type of encounter that we got before, where we were fighting mostly mummies, specters, and wraiths, and just a few zombies. We can't turn that vampire, which is not great news. I was hoping we might be able to. So we'll just have to rely on, I guess, magic missile, unless they're magic resistant. They don't appear to be magic resistant. And we'll try to get some hits in. But why is our fighter moving on his own? On her own? Line of sight? Your sight line is blocked by the presence of a doorway. So that's kind of not great. Makes fighting through narrow corridors, of which... Oh no, I forgot to unequip unequip those lightning javelins, which are just suicide machines when the paladin decides to use it on monsters who are immune to lightning. Try to get through this combat, get back to Toril, and then we'll see if we can wrap up Spelljammer for this evening. But I'll continue on to the Quo Vadis broken game percent speed run, which hopefully will be pretty quick. I had a little practice with it earlier when I was writing a guide of sorts, but hopefully we'll be able to at least get it documented, get it on video, so if someone who understands the language wants to read through it and see what we're missing, or if there's something else that could be done, if anyone has any ideas, we can keep figuring it out from there. Be a masterpiece of repeat dashing and the generally slow walk speed. That should kill the Spectre. Our crew is just wandering around the ship now. The last enemy, and then we're done. We can heal, we can loot. A hammer ship. Actually, a hammer ship might be better than a mine spider, but I'm not certain. Let's see. It's a 60-ton ship with a 30-ton cargo capacity. It takes 24 of 60 crew. And it mounts 3 weapons. Its maneuverability is D. Let's stick with the Mind Spider that we have because it's a way cooler looking ship. Oh, they have a major helm! Look at this major upgrade! Yes! Save ourselves 250,000 gold. $46,000 gold. Oh, we're gonna keep all of this stuff and we're gonna save the game because that was an excellent encounter, an excellent random encounter. 300,000 gold worth of booty. So we're gonna start identifying a longsword and a longsword. It's a longsword. Excellent. Let's see if, yeah, we can do an ID. It's a longsword +1. Look at that. We're starting to find magical items too. This is exciting stuff. It's a scepter of cloaking. We can ID it. That's excellent. Right. Spells cast on Berserker. Longsword. Oh, it's a longsword +3. We're gonna give that to Eva Dulak, I think is her name. Eva Dulak, our fighter. She's gonna be stoked. +1 extra upgrade. Give those javelins back. Give the javelins away. You don't want to keep them. Alright, that's excellent stuff. Okay. So now, to get out of range. And we're going to Spelljam further. Alright, let's crank it up to warp 9 so we can get... Oh no, we're just getting constantly attacked. Ship off the stern. Oh, we escaped. Oh, hey. Time has passed, so we should be able to identify more items. Yeah, we can identify more items. We can identify one thing per day. Cast. And it looks like it removes the items from the list once they're identified, which is actually really smart. It's so weird that there's a few like really good ideas in this game, and then like just some really awful stuff. Okay, that's probably far enough to cast Identify again. Yeah, let's cast Identify again. Plate mail +2? Oh, that's good stuff as well. That was an incredibly useful heist right there. This random ship that shows up and then gives us a bunch of really good stuff. Very strange. Alright, back to Toril, or Anadia. Don't remember exactly why we're going to Anadia, but I think it was because Toril was on the opposite side of the... Yeah, it was on the opposite side of the star from us. So we wanted to go to... Yeah, Anadia, which is close by now. Alright. Anadia. Julia Valador gains a level. It looks like once I edited the... It might be that they're just gaining experience very slowly. Or once I actually made the edit to memory to give them a little bit of... Oh, Fireball! You're going to be our Fireball person. That's excellent. Phantasmal Killer? I've never seen this spell in a Dungeons & Dragons game before. There's no way it works or that it's programmed correctly, but that's great. That is fantastic stuff. And then more magic missiles. Yes. Oh, Phantasmal Killer. Why is this the only game that has Phantasmal Killer in it? That spell is so cool, like just the idea. I want it in like Baldur's Gate or like Curse of the Azure Bonds. Oh, so good. Right. We need to pay our taxes. We need to go to the dry dock and repair our ship. We need to go to the temple and heal everyone. Which some of our crew is in like negative hit points and they're healed now. Some of our other crew was like I don't even know. I just need to make sure that it doesn't think that anyone has been level drained. Spelljanker. Yep, that's right, Morricane. We went through some interesting stuff already earlier, but we did actually make story progress. We got contacted by a count from Waterdeep. He wanted us to go find and destroy this Nyoji base, and then a random pirate approached us and said that Clive the Fearsome from Clive's Den wanted to talk to us. Clive the Fearsome told us about this scepter of cloaking that we had to retrieve from a dwarven citadel in space. That he thinks the scepter of cloaking will allow us to approach the Neogi base undetected, and so we'll be able to deal with it. But then now we're just fixing things up after our rather strange dwarven citadel encounter with a bunch of undead, where one of our crew members walked out into space, and a bunch of other very, very strange things happened. We got a bunch of magical equipment, scale mail +3, and plate mail +2, which are really good. We found out that our fighter types will just throw javelins of lightning randomly at enemies that are immune to them and rebound off the walls and hit themselves. So we have to clean that up a little bit, get rid of these javelins of lightning, because they're just a danger to our crew. Oh, did I keep a cutlass? A cutlass +1? That was a mistake. I just missed it. I have longswords +2 for everyone, and a longsword +3 for one character. So whoops. Just kind of going through and getting rid of the extra stuff that has kind of accumulated here. Yeah, we have this extra longsword +2. I'm gonna keep that around because I'm not sure how we're gonna keep doing that. Exiting too far. We'll keep that extra longsword +2 around just in case it's useful for something. This is what I want to get rid of, is these javelins of lightning. They sound great in theory, but the AI will sometimes do these like reaction attacks using the javelin of lightning, and they'll throw it at something that's immune to lightning. It'll bounce off the wall and kill like 1 or 2 of my crew, so we don't want that happening anymore. I also just noticed that when they do that reaction attack, it doesn't actually use up the javelin, which is very strange. Okay, so we've done all the stuff that I think we need to do. I need to distribute a couple of items, which we can do while we're docked. There was a plate mail +2 that I think we want to give to our fighter. Probably our fighter. Or our other... What are you wearing? You're wearing field plate. So I think we want to pass the field plate down to our fighter. Armor class -5 still, without any armor on. There's something a little spooky going on with how that is being calculated, I think. Okay. Jasmine Blossom. Let's have you take off the field plate and put on the plate mail +2. Yeah, working as intended. Yeah, it looks like the field plate, the plate mail +2 is actually 2 armor class better than the field plate, which is strange, but it does give the saving throw bonus. And I think we want to have our, we'll want to have our cleric get the biggest saving throw bonus they can, because they're the ones who are capable of actually dispelling those statuses if they occur. So we've got 1 cleric in full plate and 1 in plate mail +2. So then there was one other, yeah, it was our are you not wearing? Oh, I sold the scale mail that she was actually wearing, which is fine. We're going to give her the scale mail +3. I think normally a ranger would take some kind of penalty for wearing scale mail, but in this case I don't think any of the ranger abilities are actually implemented properly, so they don't take any penalty, which is good for me. Good for me. Longsword +2. Longsword +2. Just double checking that everyone's fully equipped before I get rid of my extra longsword +2. Okay, so we've done that. I'm gonna go sell the last few things just to clean up our inventory. Scale mail +1, plate mail, long sword +2. I don't want to go around barefoot, so I'm gonna keep those boots. Alright, sold some stuff. We're gonna exit port. Leave orbit. I'm gonna save the game. And I'm gonna take a quick break because I gotta run to the restroom. But after I come back, I can either do a little more Spelljammer if people are interested in that, or we can switch over and do the progression break percent run of Quo Vadis, just to get that out there. So I'll be back in a few minutes, and then I'll take a look at chat and see what we want to do next. All right, I am back. I'm ready for whatever we have ahead of us. Hey, Macaw. Macaw's here. So I think we might switch over to Quo Vadis, that speed run of the speed run up to the point where you get stuck. Jankbird 45. So let's double check that this is saved up. I'll even save it on a new file, Jank 16, and then let me get this scene switched over here real quick. Let's see.